I referred earlier to tabled a report from a journal, Elsevier, said that wrongly, recent report from the end of last year, which stands for the proposition and found that the rates of serious adverse reactions are occurring at a rate of 1 in 800 people vaccinated. Now, according to your own clinical trial data, do you accept that is the rate? And if not, how does your overall rate of serious adverse events compare with routine traditional vaccine products such as flu vaccines and the like?
So I'm not aware of the report to which you're referring.
This is the report of a prominent medical journal. You're not aware of that?
I'm not aware of that.
Do you think you should be aware of that?
I think if you're able to provide that report, then I could provide.
I mean, this is part of the frustration of this process. Is if you were here, we could provide you with that. But I mean, this has been widely reported. You are a manufacturer of vaccines. I find it difficult to think that you wouldn't be aware of this report.
So one thing I can say is that as a company, we have as part of our pharmacovigilance activities, we do routine screens of the literature to look particularly for publications that include adverse events. We do review those publications and those adverse events, and we do include them into our global pharmacovigilance database. So that manuscript would have been assessed by our pharmacovigilance department, and the information from it would have been taken into account in evaluating the benefit-risk profile of our vaccine.
So what is Moderna's overall rate of serious adverse events, and how does that compare with routine vaccinations? Was the question.
I don't have the actual rate of adverse events.
You don't have the rates of adverse events in front of you.
If you I can refer to I'll see if I can refer to the product information. What I can tell you is that the rate of serious adverse events in our very large randomised controlled trials was actually in a similar range to what was observed in the placebo group.
But you can't tell me the rates of serious adverse events. You realise you've come to a Senate hearing today for the purposes of exactly that question, and you can't tell me the rates of serious adverse reactions to your product, which I find extraordinary.
What I can tell you is that on the TGA website, it reports there are 1.2 reports per.
That's the TGA. I'm not asking about the TGA. I'm asking about Moderna. You must have that information. You are a multinational company. You're before a Senate inquiry, and you cannot tell me the rates of serious adverse. I mean, it's quite extraordinary what you're telling me. Nobody can tell me that.
Dr. Clark,
sorry,
I want to cut you off.
I can provide that information on notice. What I can tell you is that we have observed in our clinical trials, we observed no safety concerns. There were no imbalances of serious adverse events of special interests, or deaths between the vaccine group and the placebo group.
Chair, I think we're wasting our time here. Thank you. You can have the call back.